this school reopen already. Yeah. Next Sunday will be the last week of holidays, and yeah, 24th is the actual day that you start your school. Oh, I did not open my lesson plan. Oh my God. I did. Give me a minute, huh? I prepare everything. Give me a minute. So sorry. I just wondering how come I did not open the lesson plan today. Today is 22nd. This is the third week already, right? Yeah. Very fast. See anything there? Okay. All right. Let's start. Okay. Today's lesson. Book Smart, Street Smart. We got two more lessons this week and following on the 29th. Right. Today is 20. No. Today is what? 15, right? Not 16. Why I put 16? Oh my gosh. It should be 15. Eh? Yeah, 15. Okay. So in fact, we got two more Saturday. Okay. So there are 5 weeks, 5 Saturday this week. So later we're gonna have this 500 words to talk about it. Can a person be both book smart and street smart? Someone who possess street smart can also have book smart. I agree. But usually people who have book smart only rely on their intelligence. People who possess street smarts have a greater sense of what goes socially. This is a huge advantage when dealing with people as it offers you a sense of ease. Back to you, Jimmy. Do you agree with these statements or this whole entire paragraph? Do you agree what they say? Do you agree? How do you how much do you agree? For me, yes. Let me explain to my points of views. Yeah, street smarts no need to have book smart. They go through a series of experiences, their ups and downs, their challenges. And like last week, we say we met three person, right? The good, the bad, the ugly people. So which one do you want to come first? Based on your book smarts, not intelligent, based on book smarts, what you have learned on the contextual knowledge from the books, or street smart from day to day. When you open your eyes, you see different people on the street. Well, that is the different meanings. So how do you identify? Do you agree that a person can be both street smart and book smart?
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, you don't just say yeah or yes. Please further explain. Please further explain your stand. Yeah, yes, I agree because something like that. Because you see, for now on, there's every lesson there's start off with an oral presentations, the way how my students going to talk, because you're preparing for your O levels paper for oral presentations, like 2 minutes presentation. So this is to get you your accustomed, your momentum, your motivation to talk to your examiner. So this is one part of it. So I will use different topics. So in case by the time all students you are listening here in this video, that by the time when you reach O level, yeah, you have something to share about. Sorry, I think this is not set one. I sent to the wrong file. Give me a minute now, but I think it's the same things. Give me a minute. What happened to me today? I still think you're a set one. So sorry about it. I opened the wrong file again. Oh, what's wrong with me this morning? Give me a minute. Cannot open again. Oh, wait now. It should be this file. Okay. Yeah, it's still the same. Thank goodness. The same file. Okay. So what do you think, Jamie? Ye and Jun, if you are listening, please also share your thoughts. Yes, Jamie.
Can be both.
Wait. Jimmy, are you going to take your Sec 3 literature? Are you going to take literature as one of the subject?
Mm,
No, your school offer literature for Sec 3 now.
yeah,
English literature. Are you taking?
yeah.
Then you have to look into this already, okay? Because English literature, you need to analyze the characters, the situations, the environments. So what do you think? Back to you. Yes, my dear. Mama Lai. I know early in the morning you wake up very tired, very blur. Yes, Mama Lai. Today the whole class belongs to you.
A person who has both book smart
Mm.
and street smart
Mm-hmm.
is able to excel academically while
Very good.
understanding
Mm-hmm.
complex subjects and theories, and also make more social interactions and able to make quick decisions in challenging situations.
Very true. Good. Okay, so that is book smart, right? So how can a person like you yourself, do you think you have the quality for both book smart and street smart? You better say yes. You cannot say one. Yes, back to you, Jimmy.
No.
Huh? No. Why?
Mm, uh, I'm more book smart.
Same year, but definitely there's some place, some part of your life do
I mean,
have
no,
street.
more street smart.
No, which part do you think when you need your street smart skills?
Interacting.
And the what? Sorry, my dear. What do you say?
Interacting.
Yes, very good. With who? Hey, don't tell me you talk to your mommy, daddy
Those
interacting using street smart, which is true, Yes, Okay. Who with who? With teacher?
with teacher
With
and
teachers?
other
With your
people.
with your classmates, your schoolmates, your friends, your relative, your auntie, uncles. Yes, definitely street smart. But sometimes you have to show off your book smart to them. Then you are one level up. Okay. Right. Thank you. Now let's go to this one. Comparison between book smart and street smart. So book smart talk about being clever, but not intelligent. And then street smart is smart. And book smart is talking about very naive. So this one is more practical knowledge. Yeah, I agree with this one. Okay, let me take whether you agree or not agree. Okay, so I leave it to you. For me, this one clever but not intelligent. I don't agree. This one smart, maybe half. I agree. And naive, yeah, maybe half. I agree. Practical knowledge, very true. I agree. So far, out of these four, I only so far one agree. Easily manipulated, half agree. Common sense, yes, very true. Because he doesn't have book smart skills most of the time. Bad judgment in critical situation, I half agree or totally don't agree. Leaders, well, maybe half agree. Work alone, yes, quite true. Jimmy, do you do that now? Since both of us are book smart, do you work alone?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good judgment in critical situation. Yes, quite true. Very true. Learns through experience of others. Do you do that now? For this one?
Not really.
Yeah, that's why I half agree. Collaborative person. Yeah, true. Street smart is confirmed. You realize out of this year, all these four I agree with street smart. So book smart is not really what he said. See, this is some of the people in the Google put it this as a PowerPoint presentations to talk about book smart and street smart. So this is a very huge topic. not just for your level, but mean for the real world out there in an adult world. They also talk about all these things to emphasize which one has a better leadership skills, a better quality. Well, it seems like these slides talk more about street smart. As you know, agreements for my lesson is to brainwash you and psycho you and propaganda you and persuade you to become a book smart. Okay. So it seems like well, that's the answer for this one. Okay, maybe that's how it works for this slide here. Let's look for the next slide. Food for thought now. Book smart people create the world. Whoa. Street smart people are the ones who survive in them. Hey, yeah, finally. What do you think? What do you think about this thing, this code?
I agree.
Agree, huh? So we are the one who create the world. And it is true, huh? You look at those like George Washington's, Abraham Lincoln's, um, Sir Isaac Newton, Thomas Edison's, Albert Einstein, who else? All the famous peoples, Socrates. You realize they are more to the book smart, and they really create Winston Churchill, like the Prime Minister of England, Great Britain, England, sorry. And you realize that these are the people with their knowledge that really bring the world together. With their educations, they form the real world out there, but not saying the street smart people are not. But because of their educations level, all these things, do you realize sometimes street smart people, they may give a speech, give a talks in front of a lot of people, maybe because they are so famous that the university or the college invite them for a talk, for a seminar, for a presentations, and you say that, yeah, I may not be book smart, but I would like to have a quote from this person. That is where we want to add these favors in your essay, right? So every time when you start your essay, your introduction, it's good to have a favors, have a quote to emphasize whether you agree or don't agree that that particular title, if you're doing argumentative essay or expository essay, all right? So, yep, even if you have been educated without being street smart, you will hardly succeed. That's from Panye. For you is that a person can study really hard in life, but if they don't have the personality, skill to motivate, he or she, right? Yeah, this one is supposed to be. He or she won't succeed. I will put that into my, maybe I don't change yours, succeed. All right, let's talk about day two. This thing, I already, did I not save it? Okay, let's move on to this part here. Oh, that easier. Okay, part two. Today is day two, right? 15, yes. 6 reasons being book smart is always better than street smart. 6 reasons. Let's see the 6 reasons. And Jamie, Hanye, and Junie, tell me which reason do you think is more suitable to you, and you agree that book smart is more important and better than street smart. The major difference between street smart and being book smart is that being book smart is much better. Let's see how it works. Wow, look at this picture here. It shows a girl blowing all the confettis out from the book. Shows like, this are the knowledge that she received, and it's like a celebrations. Um, what do you think about this picture, Jim? Are you there, Jimmy? What do you think about this picture here? About this lady blowing all the confettis out of the this book? Yeah, do you see this picture here?
Yeah,
So, what is the first impression by looking at this picture?
confused.
What? Sorry,
Confused.
confused. Oh, why you make things that this lady is confused? Oh, surprise answer for me. I thought like she's celebrating. Usually this type of things, confetti is like
No, I feel
celebration.
confused. Not her.
I really can't hear you very clearly. So sorry.
I feel confused. Not her.
Oh, you feel confused?
Yeah.
Why?
Why is she doing that?
Or why is she doing this? For me, I'll take it like she's celebrating that, finally I have completed my study. Finally, I think that this book has given me a lot of knowledge and ideas through this book of things that I've read that she has read, not just like this like that. 等一下 okay? So that's how I feel. I feel that this lady, she's happy. That's why she's celebrating. Like, Woyu is confused. Why is she doing that? Uh, okay lah. So many folks says that, will you mind read to the class, please? Thank you for the next two paragraph.
Many folks say street smarts are what helped me succeed in the world. But on the other hand, book smarts are often thought as a lesser cousin to street smart. I'm lucky enough to be considered both book smart and street smart. But after years of struggling with only street smart, I knew I needed something more. I needed book smart to round me out so I can begin college in my mid-20s.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, thank you very much. You see, the first paragraph say that street smart are the person to help him or help her, I guess so her. That is much better. Okay, so wait, let me see. Yeah, okay, so sorry, suddenly my colleague asking me whether Hanye and Junie, they are coming. I say, no, you're the only student. So she did that. Oh, no, man. You have to understand this is a June holidays. All right, this is a time when you really go out and enjoy. Jimmy, you know there's this movie called 小孩不笨. I'm not stupid three.
Yeah,
You know, huh?
yeah.
I last Tuesday I just went to watch this movie. Yeah, very interesting. If you haven't watched this movie, please go and watch it. Very, very, very touching, very nice. Of course, there's this movie called to become a millionaire before grandma dies. That Thai movie, I think you all heard about it. It's very touching as well. And of course, another movie called Garfield. So why I'm sharing with you this is that, you know, that day when I went to Takashimaya in Isitan, oh my goodness, it's like a dead town. There's no shoppers around. It was around 3, 4, 5 a.m. around this time, but not many people. But most of the time are tourists. But you don't see any local people. Can tell. I think all of them. Then my wife said maybe they are out of overseas. Possible. All right, because now it's opening out, and then the air tickets and traveling into other countries like Japan and others are pretty cheap, and most of them are going back to visit their relative. And yesterday, one of my students went to visit Great Wall of China. See, there's a time for good bonding. So please, Jimmy, maybe you are not going overseas, maybe you can ask mommy and daddy to bring you to watch a movie lah. It's a very nice movie, okay? Seriously, very touching, talking about study. So like talking about this one, the book smarts are often has lesser cousin. That means they always treat book smart is like a distant cousin away from it. But how is true that, but this lady say that she's lucky to have both the quality and only to go through to see that the people are struggling for that, especially for street smart. Okay. Next, my paragraph. Can you read one more paragraph for this one? Then I do. Okay, let's go.
While working full-time in an office job, I devoted myself to my studies. I was set no less than a 4.0 GPA, and that mindset was what I thrived on. After graduating my BA, I went on to earn my Master of Fine Arts degree, all because I prioritized being book smart.
So you see, you realize, Hanya and Junie, if you're watching this video, those top 5% in your school, in your class, in Singapore, in the world, the top 5% are the most richest men in the world, person, not man, richest person in the world and the smartest person in the world. They only have one thing in common, and that one thing in common is all about discipline. Knowing that, you see, she said that prioritize being book smart. So she already disciplined herself. Like Jamie, you already disciplined yourself that you want to score this. May I ask you, Jamie? I know you and me are kind of, you and I are kind of poor, sort of say poor, not so strong in math, maybe it's time for you to prioritize to, if you really want to go for a good combinations of Sec 3 subjects, okay, for next year, you need to discipline yourself, all of you, including myself. So why are they so successful and top 5%? They all have a common objective, that is they discipline. They know what they want to achieve. Therefore, every day they'll discipline themselves and to hit their goal and objective and targets. That is to be the top 5%. Look at those Olympics players, athletes. They always, first thing they wake up, they know, I want to get a gold medalist. In order to achieve that and make themselves legacy is discipline. Whether you're street smart and book smart, and last month we talked about success and discipline. Without disciplines, I don't think you do have a lot of passions. I'm passionate to do this, but what passion is one thing. Do you have the amount of quality to discipline? So whether you're book smart or street smart, it's still drill down what is discipline. What does it mean to be book smart? Not my turn to read, so nobody here is reading this. Okay, poor me and poor you, Jamie. Being book smart means you have a strong academic knowledge on a variety of subjects, just like you and me. Not all the variety of subjects, let's be honest. Okay, and often gain from reading. Yeah, I love to read. Formal education, that's what we are having, and studying is what we are doing now. However, people who are solely book smart often don't know much about the real world and the people who live in it. Just like we think about in the ancient China, the emperor. When he was young, he was locked up in the palace, okay, in the castle, study, and all they're being protected by guards. Even they go for hunting, the whole entire forest was guarded by the guards. And the animals are being released by the guards rather than wild animals. Even the tiger or those wolves might be away from the fortified or protected forests. But when he go out to the real world, is where it is the good, the bad, the ugly people that he will be meeting. The next thing is that how do we know that this emperor has learned? Through listening to his subjects to share with their experience how the country is being run? Or is it better for him to dress as a commoner and go out to the real world and see for himself? Just like Sijia Moni, when he was a prince, he's definitely a book smart. But one day, just out of curiosity, or maybe it's fated, he was out of the palace and he decided to see the real world out there. He saw the poor, the sick, the hungry, and finally the deaf. So he realized that, hey, what I learned from book, the descriptions and adjectives and the experiences are different from what I've seen, right? A picture speaks 1,000 words. So this is where, it's true what you say here. So when you're writing an essay or when you're doing a comprehension passage or when you're reading a poems or a literature books, this is where you need your book smart contextual knowledge involved in your day-to-day experience, like what, Jamie, you're right, interacting with people outside. So, Jimmy, that day, I don't want to mention where, this one my experience. So my wife and my young son was bought 买了东西, then we are very tired. So my wife decided to buy a dessert for my mom. So we have to wait for her, right? So we put our thing on a gym table, gym outside the table. So we put our things there. Then after less than a minute, got this lady come out. Excuse me, this table is used for the staff. You're not supposed to sit here. Thank you. Jimmy, you know how I answer her? You are most welcome. And I stare at her. I say that you are most welcome. My eyes like that. You are most welcome. Then my son say, Daddy, aren't you very sarcastic? She's still walking away from me. So my son say very softly, Daddy, aren't you being sarcastic? Oh yes, I'm very sarcastic indeed. And you can see she's turning around. I say, come on. I just put the things there. You can tell me nicely. If you say that your staff are going to use the table, sorry, sir, I don't mind you can use the table here for a while, but later my colleague will be using this table for meeting. Is that okay? Later on, you need to move from this seat. Correct now, you talk to me like that. She's a book smart, but I don't think she's a street smart. Okay? Seriously, how long do I take? I just put my thing there. My wife is just a few meters away from the seat. Because we are carrying a lot of things, you see. Can't you see just an old man to put the things there and rest for a while? And that's it. Actually, I want to tell her off. Some of my ex-students and family members also use your gym. I don't want to mention the name of the gyms. Sorry. Okay. I just feel very irritated. So she is book smart, but I don't think she's street smart. You're right, Jimmy. The way of communicating, she's going to get it for me. Seriously, next time I see her. All right, but I just don't want to do that. Okay. Now, people who are book smart excel in tasks that requires analytical thinking, memorization. I think you and I are good in this, memorizations, and comprehension of complex concept. Complex, very complicated and complex concept. You mean the street smart people can do that? They are also tend to perform well in academic study. Very true, 90%. So let's see the 6 benefits of being book smart. So this one, let's go. Jamie, you read number 1, I read number 2, okay? I read number 1 first. You read the even number, I read the odd number, okay? First of all, being book smart, you have self-confidence as your best accessory. Of course. Jimmy, are you proud of your PSL result? No? Right? Then when you go Set 4, you get your result. So for me, the only time I'm not proud is my Set 3 result. The rest of my result, I ever got tops in class before, so I feel how I got the top 5% and the top bottom 5% as well in my life. So I definitely know once you are top, you have the self-confidence. Once you're armed with so many certificates and degrees, I definitely feel good. And I'm still eyeing for my 3rd degree next year if I have the time. So I felt more confidence in all my pursuits since I gained book smarts. I have bona fide knowledge, a large amount of knowledge to back me out, like a buffet of knowledge, which makes me feel more legit and qualified for any work-related experiences, and also in general everyday situation. Yes, why people come to my tuition or why people go to certain tuition center, to certain tutor. In fact, all tutors who are qualified to teach in that particular subject, they are definitely book smart. But why some students will come to me, no, I don't like this tuition teacher. Uncle Raymond, I don't like you the way you teach. Fair enough. Not everybody like my style of teachings. And not everyone like the person who cook the cha guo tiao or the chao fan. Okay, the zhu chao. Let's be fair. Okay, we have different tastes, but we have different tastes as what we say. But the thing is that, what's the difference? Is the way they present themselves, or is it because they are too book smart, they do not have the street smart skill? Street smarts were never reliable when it came to feeling prepared and confident as I walk into unfamiliar situations. Instead of feeling like I'm building a house out of straw that could tumble at any moment, with my book smart, I feel like what I'm building has a solid foundation. Jimmy, I think this one you should highlight it and put it somewhere in your notes. And Anye and Julie, if you are listening, I love this statement. Street smart were never reliable when it came to feeling prepared and confidence as I walk into unfamiliar situation. Instead of feelings like I'm building a house of straw, which is like a street smart, that's what you mentioned, it is better to build a strong, solid foundations. So book smart is really a strong foundation. It's just like a seed. You are the seed. The first thing that you grow from the seed is the roots. The roots are the foundations. So why, Jimmy, you realize that, Jimmy, next time I believe you will send your son and daughter, right? Hello, are you there? Oh yeah, because you know why? Your this screen like that, I thought frozen. No, sorry, so you move a bit, thanks. So I believe next time your son and daughter, or even your mom doing that to you, why in the first way you go to nursery 1, nursery 2, K1, K2, primary 1 to all the way now? And of course, the future will be JC or polytechnic or university. Why? If book smart is not important in life, then why are they thousands of years? People already start to about knowledge, about science, math, history, geography, literature. Why? If book smart is not important, thousands of years ago, they will not have imperial exam in China. So number 1 is the most important, self-confidence is being built through book smart. All right, Anya and Jun, if you're listening. Let's go number 2, back to you. Number 2 is all yours. Jimmy?
don't have to worry about being disproved.
Disprove,
My,
okay.
my street smarts could always be disproved by someone else who happened to be more street savvy. It was a dog eat dog lifestyle where I could trust no one. Being book smart, once you got it, you got it. When you have actual verifiable knowledge to back you up, no one can come along and knock you a fact on their face. With street smart, you feel like you're always on the defensive. With book smart, you can relax and rely on the knowledge to do the work. I have proof of what I know now, but with my street smart, I was always being pushed around and proven wrong.
Exactly. People will tell you, Jimmy, let's say now you and your husband set up a business for many years. Then this staff work for you for 30 years. The moment she finish his O level, then she don't want to study already. Then he work for you for 30 years. Okay. And then come along a 30 years old man or girl, or maybe your daughter or your son, who completed his or her master degree in business administration, MBA. Okay. And who will you listen? Let's say the next few years, you're going to invest some business. Then the number one, the 30 years old experienced Uncle Tan, who worked for you 30 years, 30年, say, 老板娘，我觉得凭我的 experience street smart 你不应该投资这个生意don't invest in this business. But your son or this person you invited invited to your business he say, Mommy, I think 老板娘 can invest. And this happened, Jimmy, in the 小孩部分tree. This all the fathers are all well educated. And then this father was telling the rest of the mother because the son was having a birthday party in a bungalow. And so, 哎呦，我 Primary 6考完了就没有去读书了，我就跟我的爷爷就去卖云吞面，卖到今天有几百家分行呢。可是我的 operation is run by a Harvard graduate running for my operation. The first thing that come to my mind, oh my goodness, a book smart is working for a street smart. Then the rest of the parents say, 哎呀，你幸运了，没有每个人像你这么幸运，可以做大老板，每个也是从读书做起。So Jimmy, who will you listen to? The A, the Uncle Tan, or B, your son, or the person who's working for you. But it's a Cambridge or Harvard graduate. Yeah. Sorry?
The uncle.
Then your son will be very disappointed with you, Mommy. Why you don't listen to me? Why? You already say book smart is your forte. And now you tell me, Mr. Tan, that's very funny, the answer. Why? I'd like to hear from your answer. Thinking 为什么你会相信 Uncle Tan?
Because Uncle Tan is older and has more experience.
That's street smart, okay. But your son present to you the statistics, the details, say, Mommy, can invest now. I tell you, based on my studies and based on my knowledge, based on the past statistics and data and history record, I think it's time for us to invest and expand our business to other parts. 头痛a lot of them will be like, you choose Uncle Tan. But one of my students choose the 30 years old with a master degree, saying that it's time to give a youngster a chance because the worlds are evolving with new technology, with a paradigm shift. So this 30 years old, my son or this staff who is going to work with me, I believe he has a foresight to see that based on his research, it may work. But even though Uncle Tan's 30 years of experience, his experiences may be quite outdated. And he may not have the real data to prove that it is not possible to expand the business. You see? So the same thing is like the street smart, you see? Sometimes it's being pushed around and proven wrong. Whereas the book smart is based on facts and all the records show that it works, show that it is possible, that it is feasible to invest. So it's like a dog eat dog society for street smart. People will tell you, Jamie, Can you imagine you go out to work, we got a master degree, and then the old experienced staff tell you, Jamie, you keep quiet lah, shut up lah. 我吃盐比你吃米多，我过的桥比你过得多，你要教我怎么做事啊？ So these are all quite ego. True enough, they are 50 plus, they might be looking into ways much better than you. But sometimes it doesn't mean that the most experienced people might not be possible to make a wrong move. So it all depends on how you see it, okay? All right, thank you very much for your number two. So this is number two is right. You don't have to worry being disapproved. That means people will disapprove you. Number three, my turn. You have proof of your success. I'm a more productive member of society with my educations and knowledge. I can go out into the world and really make a difference as opposed to when I had only my street smarts. Wow. My education knowledge, that means the certificate. I go out and hustle to make a buck. Wow, that is for street smart. I was never sure how long a single Gravy's books was going to float. It's a whole different playing field when I have those pieces of paper hanging on my wall to prove that what I'm capable of. So those pieces of papers, we are talking about their certificate, their degrees, their accreditations, being proved that this person is really good enough to work for a certain organization because it's proven with a track record that he or he went through a series of exams, a series of project managements, a series of classes, attending a number of hours sitting in the classroom to get the knowledge. That doesn't mean the street smart don't have, but the street smart cannot prove it is only based on his gut feel. Whereas the book smart, there's a lot of record to prove that he passed the exam. He's being qualified to be a doctor. A street smart can be a doctor through the, he may be in a remote area. He has been operating a lot of patients without a proper certification. Maybe he learned from YouTube or learned from somewhere how he opened. But then again, he still cannot be certified as a doctor. It's the same thing. A hawker with a license selling food, FOD, and illegal hawkers even cook very well, but he doesn't have the certificate. It's still considered illegal. Under the eye of the law, you still need a proper certificate. Okay. Number four, your turn.
You never stop learning. Street smart helped me to survive in the moment, but book smart helped me in the long run. Street smart living is all about catering on the edge of a good
Of a great abyss.
abyss of
Abyss is the you know when you go to the ocean all the way to the deep bottom of the ocean.
a great abyss of temporary or accidental total destruction. My book smarts, however, have given me a solid long-term knowledge that will never change. Street smart can only take you so far down the road, but book smart built upon book smart. You get smarter and smarter, enabling you to grow. And let's face it, book smart is something you can bank on, while street smart is more of a fly by the seat of pants level of value.
Fly by the seat of your pants level. So street smart is something you can bank on. Absolutely, totally agree with what you say from this author here. And it is true that street smart helped me to survive, but book smart is the one in the long term. That's why they call Jimmy lifelong learning. In Singapore, lifelong learning is not about street smart. It's about how many certificates you achieve. Okay, you can tell people that you are a first aid trained. They will ask you, where is your cert? If you're handling food in an F&B, they'll ask you, where is your hygiene cert? This all book smart before you can become a street smart. You like it or not, this is a society we're going to live in. So, Jamie, I think the Uncle Tan, you can tell him, yes, I appreciate your 30 years of loyalty experiences to work in my company, but I think it's time to give my son, the 30 years old, the head start for him to do this. And maybe Uncle Tan, you can support him from behind through your very vast, fruitful, and strong experiences to help my son. Because this business is going to pass to your son or daughter. So it's good to let them have a chance for the book smart to gain the street smart through Uncle Tan. And true enough, you see, book smart can just bring you so far. At the end of the day, the world is all about book smart. Thank you very much. My turn, number 5. You can actually have a career you enjoy. It's true, huh? When I had street smart, I had jobs and had to always be ready to bounce to the next one. So not flexible, not feasible. Now that I book smart, I have a career. Each successive jobs I've had builds on the last in terms of responsibility and a wage earning power. Yes, there are always going to be those few lucky folks who make a million with no schooling. See, he said a few lucky folks, not majority of them. But the majorities of successful people have a college degree paving their way. So Hanya and Junie and anyone who are listening to this video, book smart is the way we go. Book smart is the way to be successful. Book smart is the way to discipline yourself, to get a degree, to make your life a bit of rosette if possible. Wait, Hanya is replying to me, and guess what? He's putting why your profile picture is not you. So nice of him to tell me he's overseas. Yeah? Okay. So there you are. I don't know. Wait, Anya. Okay, so like I say, you see, if you are going for a tuition teacher, some parents will ask for the accreditations and the verifications and validations about, do you have a degree? How well have you done in your exam? How well do you score? So if you want to make your math teachers, do you get A1 for math in school? A2? Honestly, is this important? Or is it through the years of experience? He may not be a A1 student for math, but he's doing very well after many years of doing math, going through all the 10-year series, and then become one of the top tutor. So Jamie, I have a friend, he's very good in math. He's very old already, 60 plus. So 10, 15 years ago, in order to prove their parents that he's very good, you know what he did, Jimmy? He went to retake his O level and A level math. And then after that, the result came back, he showed A1. To prove to their parents, you see, I did take the paper and I got A1. So am I qualified to teach your son A level math or not? Wow. I say, do you need to go to the extreme to do and show to people? If the people don't trust you, fine, beat it lah. What for you do that? I say, no, this is for my own career purpose. This is for my own, what do you call, self-belief, self-confidence. And this is for me to check on myself, to prove to myself I'm worthy enough to be a math tutor. Wow, I say, I salute to him. Okay. I'm meeting him next week, in fact. Okay, just to update you. So there you are. You see, a degree, a certificate, book smart is so damn bloody important. So continue to have it. Seriously. Even Jimmy, did I tell you when I was an invigilator, I happened to see a 60 plus lady who retake all English paper. Did I tell you this? No, when I was in teaching in school, I was invigilated as an invigilator in another school. So there were private candidates. I saw her IC is about 60 plus. No. After her exam completed, I took the paper, I cleared already. Then while she's walking back home, I say, sorry, ma'am. Wow, what makes you want to retake your own English O level? You say, yeah, even though I've been working for coming to 40, 50 years of my life, I still think that the certificate is still very important to prove my credits of myself and to know that I'm good in my English so that my bosses and my colleagues will respect me better, even though I'm very experienced. But I feel that after working so many years, I realize everyone's are comparing with certificates. Whoa, very true in Singapore, very true. So let me see. Well, there's quite a fair bit of things here. And let's go for number 6, please.
You find deeper meaning in life. Since I gained book smart, I look for deeper meaning, and it isn't that really what the point of life is all about. I make connections and people and ideas where when I only had street smart, the only connections I made between people are whom I go hustle with.
Yeah,
Next.
quite true for us. Quite true for us. So let's see. We stop about until here. Let's go.
Imagine street smart and book smart in cartoon form. Street smart would be a city block wearing black boxing gloves. Its face would spot a black eye and it would always be on defense, always having to keep moving. But our cartoon book smart is a book, glasses on, legs crossed, lounging back in a chair, drinking a cup of latte, reading, studying, absorbing, connecting.
Wow, I like this example. Very good. It is true. A street smart person is always on his or her toe, not sure when the enemy will pound on them, not sure when the next situation will make them more difficult that they have to impromptu to solve a problem. Well, the book smart is just like, relax, come on. Who dare to attack me? I have all the knowledge. Who dare to come? Imagine this guy who's sitting on a couch, okay, on a chair, is a lawyer. He know the whole entire law. Who dare to touch him? If he's a doctor, who dare to question him about disease? If he's an architect, who dare to question him about the buildings? You see, that's the difference, right? Yeah, I agree. I like this example. Very good. Your choice. Who would you rather be? It's either each person for themselves or people working together, sharing ideas, learning, and helping. Growing in trust or growing in fear. I like that. Going in trust or going in fear. You choose. Life is anything in life, like anything in life, sorry, like anything in life, it's great to have a balance between the two. Obviously, hybrid. I was lucky enough to gain my street smart first and then build upon them with my book smart. So this guy is from street smart. But excuse me, when she says she's from street smart, I believe that she has some book smart knowledge prior to that, right? Now, I know how to protect myself in the real world while also having a certain sense of credibility and assurance in my value as a productive member of society. That's a very important word. Jimmy, write down in my. You see, I like the way she say that here. Hey, hey, hello. Okay, here. Very true. Now I know how to protect myself in the real world while also having a certain sense of credibility and assurance in my value because of my book smart as a productive. That means they are able to help in the society. Well, that's for today's lesson about this why book smart is important. This is the editing, right? Have you done this editing, my dear?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes. Let me see. Let me check my answer first. If you have the answer, my dear, can you please kindly send it into Zoom chat and type all the 10 answer if possible. Thank you, man. Well done, huh? That means you have done your homework prior to this. Very proud of you. Very good. You're going to score, man. If you're going to do that for all your tuitions and your school homework like that, you're going to do it well. It's all about discipline. And remember your GPS, grammar. Are you typing your answer? Sorry, you're typing your answer, huh? Thanks. Hani and Junie, if you are listening, I hope you also do the same. Okay, I'll see you all guys next week. If you're still continuing with us. Okay, give me the 10 answer and type in the Zoom chat. Thank you, Jamie. I come back to you for one. Hold on. Are you done with your 10 answer? Thank you. Later after this, we're going to do which one? Let me see. We got another editing here and this one here. We got one editing here and another this one here. Then we call it a day. And of course, the last question of this one. Okay. Okay, let's hit the answer. So how many got it correct? Okay, number one is occur. Okay, you see, Jimmy, you see the word has now. You see the has there? Jimmy, are you there? Sorry. Yeah, you see the word has. So when you have a has or have, HAPE or HAS,
Wait,
is all. Huh?
my one, the first one is wrong. Like, it's the first sentence which is not part of.
Oh, so yeah. So the occur is correct. Okay, thank you. Overcome, to overcome. Yeah. So this one correct. With the two, you see, there's a two here. Overcome. So these two you're correct. So your numbering is wrong. Never mind. So you know which one is can. Thank God. Okay, I didn't see the numbering. So next will be will and would. Well done. Will would not be okay because if not for trading the Chinese people. So this is a for as long as man has been around. So this is a past tense. Will to would. Thank you. Number four is take. And which one now I blur it? Your numbering a bit blur already. So number five is. Can you? I'm very confused. You're numbering 1 to 9. So
Number
sorry.
5 is when, just like shift everything downward. So number 1 is occurred, number 2 is overcome, number 3 is would, number 5 is, and number 4 is be, number 5 is when,
Oh, number
number
5 is B.
6,
Number number 4 is what?
number 4 is be.
No, number 4 is take. This one,
I
number
know.
4 is okay. Then number 5 will be what?
Number 5 is when.
Number 5 is B. This one is number B. Okay, and number 6, right? Number 6 is when, right? Okay. Number 6 is when. You got it already. Number 6 correct. Number 6 is when. Number 7 is take. Yeah, you got it correct. Number 8 is with. You got it correct. And number 9 is on. And then what about number 10? This one.
Uh,
Number 10.
uh,
One of the more popular. The changed to the. Because one of them is in the bandwagon. Soon other countries jump in the bandwagon. Now, tea has become one of the. No, what it's not one of it's one of the most popular beverages in the world. Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah. Tea and coffee is like brother and sister. Okay, one of the most. So never mind. Can Jimmy? Can Thank you very much. So this one is do you agree life is a degree is important? Must submit by today, but seems like you guys have not submit. Have you done not, Jimmy? Have you done this essay?
no.
No, so I will postpone it to 29. I'll give you until 29, okay? Because next week you all come back also got a lot of school homework. So by 29, must submit by 29, okay? So yep. So can you help me to take this picture, Jimmy? Can you help me to take this picture and send in the group chat? Okay? 谢谢你. Okay, this one, take a picture and send to the group chat. Thank you very much. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so remember to put your atmosphere, interesting, motivation, suspension. That all of you have done it for your introduction. Well done. Thank you, Jamie. I got it. All right. Now this is also your conclusions. How you end your this essay. All right. Why degree is important in your life. How you close it with your conclusion. Your conclusion will be to end your story with your moral statements and then link back to the title. Organize your train of thoughts. Select a great fit spot to end with your conclusion and ensure there is about 5 to 7 sentences for your conclusions. Okay. So let me a survey. Okay, this one done. Well done. Okay, we did it. The 7 questions. So this one will be your homework. Okay, let's talk about this one here. good. Now this one, can you make it to 90%? Okay. Okay, Jimmy, are we ready? We're going to go through this one here for visual graphic text. Okay. Now, text one is taken from a poster. Do you think it's a positive poster or negative poster or a neutral poster? Based on text one, it's taken from poster. Do you think it's a positive, negative?
Negative.
Negative, so I circle this as negative. Okay, let's see. They say the four corners, one corner here, nothing. This corner here, well, got something. This corner here, or the word can, or something. This corner here, having, also got something. So remember, Jamie, we have three ground. What are the three ground? The first ground is the front ground, the foreground. Can you imagine not having clean water to drink? That's the front ground, the front in front of the message. In the middle ground, it shows a tap dripping of water. That's the middle ground, dripping, okay, thing. So the background itself is to show the tap is turning on or leave half turned. And then it say that ensure that the tap is turned off properly. That's a message. Do not brush your teeth under running water. Yeah, it's very waste. So I always use a cup to contain the water and gargle my mouth. Do not start the washing machine without a full load. Yes, there are some people who prefer half load because they feel that the things are cleaner. I'm not sure. So you realize there's this front, middle, and background. So there's three methods. One is the four corners. The second one is a front ground, middle ground, background. And the third, but not exhausted, not this, is the prata. Okay, what is the prata used for? So P stands for what is the purpose of this poster? Is it reliable? Yes, water is very important, it's reliable. Who is the target audience? The target audience are people who are using water, right? Okay, like you and me. Oh, so what is the tagline? The tagline is this one. This will be my tagline. And what is the tone? The tone sounds very serious. And what's the last A? And last A is a list of 8W and 1H. Why must we save water? How to save water? Who is supposed to save water? Okay, now text B, Jamie. Text B is taken from a diary of a person who experienced water rationing in Singapore. So do you think it's a plus, minus, negative, or neutral? Back to you, Jimmy.
Negative.
Negative, yeah. To be honest, girl, when I was a young boy, I experienced water rationing in Singapore. Seriously, quite back in the 70s. And also got no electricity as well. That was in the late 70s and early 80s. Wow. Short circuit, blackout, no water. It was more than any inconvenience. The start of the sentence is already a very negative tone. There was a real fear that we would find ourselves without the one thing we could not do without is water, or very negative. The initial rationing was 6 hours, 4 times a week, which shortly become 12 hours, or getting longer, 3 times a week. Okay, not so bad. Okay, but longer hours, but shorter durations. This went on for 9 months, and I held my breath every day. Why? Wow, very, very worried. To this day, I still make every effort to save water. And I'm thankful that water flows when I want to take a bath. Wow, those last time it means they bathe halfway. 没有水了，我整身都是肥皂，怎么办? Oh my goodness, good luck to you. You have to find a way to clean it, and it's very soupy. And it's true, it's very true. The last time in Singapore is really very bad. Water rationing. And I can tell Jimmy, if you have traveled around the world for a few countries, Singapore is one of the safest to drink water from the tap. You go to India and drink water from the tap, good luck to you. Or even in China, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, Myanmar, or I'm not sure about Japan and Korea, but not many countries like Singapore can drink clean, safe, and hygienic water from the tap. Only Singapore, and the water in Singapore got fluoride. Can clean your teeth. Wow, so good. 来，那这4个你现在要做来，你现在给我你的 answer 好吗？ Okay, let's do it and then we call it a day. Okay, thank you very much. And not yet now, we got last part to do. So is it what is this passage? Is it a dry tap, turn off the tap, conserve water? Whoa, today is going to have thunderstorm. Same thing, type your answer in the Zoom chat. Thank you very much. So, Hanya and Junie, if you are watching this, please also start doing it while waiting for my answer later on. So be fair and be honest when you do this exercise for this visual graphic text. Thank you. Turn off the tap. Wait, wait. I think I have some issue here. Ignore this one of my answer I'm sending here. The answer is conserve water. Conservations of water, not turn off the tap. You turn off the tap, then how people going to drink? So the next one is suggest that Singapore that excuse me, it suggests that in Singapore there will always have a clean water supply to drink from, and it's very rare to not have clean water to drink. Yeah. Can okay, answer number two. Make effort to save water. The T stand for to save water, right? I still make every effort to save water. 可以. Now text one and neither. You see, Reader are presented in with an opinion. Text 2 is correct. An opinion. So the person who experiencing rationing, yes, is giving his opinion that it's better to have, thank God. Every day I can't help my breath. I have rationing inconvenience, or have to queue up to get water rationing, or all these very problem. And then bathe and make sure that water flow. So this is my feedback opinion to you. The tone suggests that the writer is serious. Uh, um, why you put neither? I feel that text 2 is more serious than text 1. Jimmy, why you put neither? Neither is confirmed cannot, but there are people who put both. I feel that the tone suggests the writer is serious. I think both are serious. Number 2 is serious because you see we don't have water, but number 2 is already opinion with you. So number 1, why do you think it's not? Back to you, Jimmy.
This feels like suggesting things to save water.
Suggesting right.
Yeah.
But you see the tagline, see, can you imagine not having clean water to drink? So can you imagine these statements in the 小孩部分? It's for your own good. Do you know what I mean? So you know what happened? This teacher was given this student was doing an essay, all right? And then they used ChatGPT to cheat, writing a perfect essay, Wow, then they were surprised. Wow, last few months their essay was a lot of mistake, but less than a few weeks, they can write such a perfect essay. So later, all the 7 students admit it is ChatGPT that helped them. So you know what they say? Can you imagine? No, this is considered cheating, and this is not honesty. Oh, so the tone, So Jimmy, you have to know, this is a very serious one. So it's like, do you know, like for example, you come home late from school, maybe at night. Do you know what time is it now, Jamie? So is it the tone serious now, Jamie? Imagine your son come home late or your daughter come home late, say, do you know you didn't call mommy? What happened to you? This is also another way of saying it. The tone must be serious. So when you see this kind of word serious or something like this, that you know that of course you can tell. I already give you a hint just now on the tagline. Can you imagine Singapore without clean water? Can you imagine while you're using halfway, the whole island got no Wi-Fi? Whoa, man, it's very serious. I cannot send messages, all these things. Okay, 明白啦? Okay, this one, Jamie, thank you. So this one we done already. So you only got one homework, that is this one here. Okay, shall we read this while I cut the line? Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go.
Conservation is the act of preserving and enduring the continuation of flora and fauna in neutral areas, as well as structures and buildings. Conserve our nature resources means an international attempt at sustainable living. This is a deliberate way of life where one is keenly aware of the amount of wastage generic. We need to understand and remain ourselves that our resources are limited and try to reduce our environmental footprint. We also need to understand which after our time on Earth, the planet still needs to provide our future generations, such as we must not be selfish. We must not use out all our resources until there is nothing left.
Thank you very much. So you realize Uncle Raymond cut 333, and then talk about grammar, talk about prepositions, and talk about structures of English. So from there you can tell which one is this. Like okay, this first sentence is confirmed tick. Nothing wrong, and this one also tick. So out of here, this 10, there will be a tick. 2 tick. So it can be number 3, can be number 10, can be number 6, can be number 1, or can be 1 and 2. Sometimes the examiner very funny. They will want to treat you 3 and 4 can be taken. They say, huh? Possible not? Now, there are sometimes the examiner like to do this. I have seen it before. So be careful. So when you're doing this exercise, it's a homework. Please check through it carefully. So every 3 words, there definitely will have some grammar, preposition, and structure of English. But if you think you don't want to use this method, as Uncle Raymond suggests to you, you use it fine. But at least now you can see from there, you can test it out, use this exercise to practice, to check your grammar, preposition, and structure of English. So is it once you see there's a comma, I cut already. So when the comma, I cut already. Okay, you see full stop, I cut. Okay, and then which after our time, the times or time on earth, in earth, under the earth, between the earth, or perfect. These 3 words, nothing wrong. Provide for us, provide with us, provide in us, provide to us. Is it, if you think it's wrong, then you circle the 4. Okay, so when you see the word to, right, you see the to provide, confirm these 2 words should be correct with you. So this is how you identify to help you. Okay, I say this. And the last one, okay, if you don't mind, Jamie, once we have done these 5 sentences, we can call it a day. But if you think today you're a bit tired, you don't want to, you want to wait until next Sunday, sorry, until next Saturday when they are back, then we can do together, fine. We still got a bit of time. Okay, I leave it to you. If you want to do the 5 sentences, down to. If you don't want, we can discuss a bit and then we end the lesson earlier. I leave it to you. All right. Now, book smart and street smart, which is better choice for your future? I give you 1 minute to make the decision, or you can do it immediately now. So once you vote that answer, you are going to write the entire essay based on why you vote that, if you are thinking book smart. Okay? 1 minute to think. Be careful. Once you select already, cannot change already. Because your train of thoughts must be there. Why I do that? Because it's good in your exam, you got 4 questions. So the moment you fix your focus on that particular questions, you're there. Okay? Okay, have you decided, my dear? Which one will you choose?
Street.
Street smart, huh? So, yes. So let's talk about Han Ye and Jun. Okay, do you want to do now, or you want to KIV till next Saturday?
Do now.
You want to do now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Give me 5 sentences. That 5 sentences is actually your introduction. Let's go, man. And once you're done, I'll use speed spot, please. If you have idioms to use, that would be great. Okay, let's go. Wait. You are choosing Street Smart or Book Smart? Book Smart, right? Street Smart. Oh, sorry. You want another one? Okay, let's hear from you. Five sentences will do, no need to write a lot. I mean, if you want to have five sentences more than 80 words, fine with me. Thank you. Whoa, I like to start the first two words already. Jimmy, the first two words, in considering the best path for the future, you create a very strong atmosphere. Damn it, man. Very powerful statement. Hey, my goodness, how come it done like that? Oh my God. What the hell is going on, man? Hey, wait. Let me put it here, see whether can or not. Ah, what's wrong? Why like that? Yo, why the things go haywire? Hey, don't waste time, man. Come on. Hey, oh my goodness. Sorry, Jamie. I don't know what's wrong with this. Can't. Hey, wait. I think got some problem here. Let's put it here first. Okay, see whether I can do it bit by bit and put it inside. Ah, Hey, wait. Let me see. Jimmy, so sorry about it. Don't know what's wrong with it. You should no. Oh, thank God. Okay, one more time. Put it in here. Thank God. Okay, so I have to adjust a bit here. And I have to adjust a bit here. That would do it. That would do it. Please put right. Please put yes. Okay, thank you. Now I'll put this here as a black color. Okay. Jimmy, please read your introductions to the class. Thank you very much.
In considering the best path for future success, the value of street smart stands out as a compelling choice. Unlike other theoretical knowledge, street smart provides practical and adaptable skills in that means skills that are indispensable in real-world scenarios. These skills enhance one's ability to navigate complex social environments and handle unexpected challenges with ease. With a heightened sense of awareness and resourcefulness, this smart individual excels in decision making under pressure, fostering independence and resilience. Ultimately, street smart paved the way for building stronger networks, seizing opportunities, and thriving in diverse settings, making them an essential asset for successful.
You're going to pass your paper one, confirm, with at least a B4 and above. Do you know, Jimmy, the whole entire, how many words are there? Yeah, let me count. Total, you got 97 words. Just to make sure, 97 words. You know which word really enticed me? No? This word, Jimmy. Ultimately, this is a word that really enticed me. 最终 street smart 还是这样。Okay, this will not consider as really introduction because you put the word ultimately, but nothing wrong to use it as introductions. The next few paragraphs you're going to write why street smart is still important. Okay, in your future. Thank you. Very good introductions. And I believe you're using your AIMS. Okay, well done, Jimmy. Thank you very much. Wow. I would definitely want to share with my Sec2 students on Monday. Thank you, Jimmy. Really. Wow. Hey, by the way, sorry, I'm just kidding. Don't get me angry. Don't get angry. You did not use ChatGPT. Or did you go and Google it here and there? On your own? You're really a crazy nuts, man. Well done. Just a few minutes, you can done a great job. Thank you very much. Have a good Saturday. And I appreciate it. Hope next Saturday